Mimosa into pot. Folks, I love gardening, and gardening is healing for the soul. It's more than just gardening. Gardening is something sacred, something that when you start doing it after a while, you start really getting into it. So let me show you what I've got here. We got a really good pot maceta. We got a sunflower with a broken stem, and we have a baby that just don't want to grow, and then we got a nice bunch of mimosa that needs a good pot. So we're gonna do some potting, and yeah. They call it potting because you use pots. Pots are wonderful tools to separate your plants from your weeds and to make sense out of moving plants from one place to another place. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to grab the weed, which needs a new pot, obviously. I'm going to put her in here, and we're going to put some moss and stuff so it makes sense. Now, one thing that I did realize after doing this for a long time is that if you put straight earth on these things, it gets stuck. I killed a lot of weed plants doing that. So nowadays what I do is that I get some leaves, leaves are God's way of refreshing the universe. Some dead leaves, which I got quite a few here. We got a lot of trees, so a lot of trees make a lot of dead leaves. You put it on the bottom of the pot. Now, pine leaves are particularly good for this because they go into they go into mulch quickly, and they really give air to the plants. So you got your leaves, the bottom of the pot, and then you got some earth. Now, the earth that I'm using is some red earth that I got from my mulch over there. All my eggshells, all the organic garbage except bones, which bones I give to a dog next door, go in there. And then I put leaves over it, and that makes my mulch. Love mulch. Mulch is a good thing. Okay? So, we're going to put the leaves, then we're going to get some dirt from the mulch over there, and we're going to put them over here, and then we're going to grab our little baby. And doing that is always a tricky little thing, but you have to dig deep so you don't damage the root. Try to find the root, and here's the root. Okay, you see that? See that root over there? Yeah, that root is kind of it's got too much humidity. It's too humid, so it's gonna go in here in the earth, warm earth. I'm gonna put some earth over it, and hopefully in a week or so this baby that has given me so much trouble will be nice and big. Okay? Planting takes time, and that is a marvelous thing. Now, next step is the Mimosa hostilis, which we're going to put right over here in this pot.
For myself?
What?
Am I just hunting for myself?
What are you hunting for?
What do I do with my food?
Oh, no, I'll give you $100. Hold on. You know, if you make something really useful illegal, what happens is that really smart people start to sell it at very high prices. That creates a mafia. The mafia soon takes control of everything, and you're shit out of luck. So the best thing you can do as a good pot smoker is have your own.
Because I had some that I had saved, but I have lost it. Like always, I hide my best and never find the rest. Yet I have put all in the table for the game. Once again and again and again, I put all in the table for the game. I don't want to tinkle or anybody, nor do I need symbols. ID.
So YouTubers, until you can actually legalize, decriminalize, whatever, you'll be forcing really nice people to become members of organized crime to satisfy their medical needs.
More call it la résistance active de l'utilisation des herbes naturelles.
Amène ton argent.
C'est un honneur de pouvoir être dans cette résistance unie, parce qu'il y a des résistances et des résistances. Si tu te rappelles de l'autre histoire.
Oui.
Alors, tu racontais à ton père n'importe quoi, tu peux continuer.
Merci.
Merci à toi.
Vaya con Dios, mamita, que se le ama mucho.
Your blessings are always welcome.
I know. I'm going to go do potting and then I'll do some food for the girl and then I'll go pick up the girl.
Go do your wasp.
My wasp stuff? Okay. My wasp stuff. My musts. My musts. You know what I thought you said? My wasp stuff.
Well, also.
I'm a wasp. I can't help myself. I love wasps. Like me. They're dumbasses. Wasps are really dumbasses, but they're good people. They're really good people too. You know, you can't... Wasps are... I write a lot about race because I believe in race. I think race is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I think you can celebrate all the races. I think, you know, guys like John Coltrane make races fun. I think wasps have a particularly challenged look. This is a tree that has actually been kind of like, but it's got a tiny little baby there, which if we give him some space will probably do quite well. So let's think it's an avocado tree, but I don't know for sure. So we're going to put that guy over here. Okay, and I found him there on that pile of earth that I'm going to use to go into the mimosa pot. And I'll look in a minute and you'll see some nice stuff there. Because I'm telling you, man, the garden, it's where it's at. Gardening is the way to get your soul back in shape. Be you who you be. If you're a gardener, you're a good person. You reap what you sow and all that stuff, you know? That's the lesson of gardening. Reap what you sow. Okay. Where did I put that thing? Right here. So I planted this seed. I don't remember what the seed was, and it went into this pot over here, and it died. And it died because it was too humid. So what I'm doing now is that I'm getting the part of it that is not dead, which is this right here. And I'm going to put it on this pot right here, and then I'm going to gently put some earth, you know, some of this nice moist dirt into the pot but not covering the little piece that I believe is still alive. Now that should give it a chance to throw some leaves. Once you have leaves going on something, you know it'll be safe. Okay, that's a good thing. Leaves are a good thing. So we're ready for the mimosa hostility, almost. First we have to get rid of the what we got planted today, something that I'm not sure, I think it's an avocado weed, and we're going to go for the sunflower, which we can also save. And I'm looking at a little weed root of a seed that gave fruit, and we're going to help her out too by getting her out of the general population, putting her around in her own space, letting her grow stronger, and then transposing her to a better place. So we're going to use the mimosa planter for the sunflower. So let's get the sunflower out. Again, you got to deep dig with your hands. You got to deeply dig. So you get all the root. There's your sunflower. There's the root, and there's the broken stem. I'm gonna get her up all the way to here, so that the stem the roots will turn this into more root, and hopefully we'll save her. No guarantees. Broken stem is always a bad thing, which means that, you know, something is broken there. So don't play in the dirt, boy. You know, Americans are the stupidest people on the planet because they got the stupidest sayings, like, for instance, don't be playing in the dirt, boy. If you're a farmer and you don't get your hands dirty, you're not a farmer, right? So playing in the dirt is the way to get yourself in touch with nature and life and good things that you can eat. Farming is the profession of the wise.
Special grupo de my needs.
In fact, the Druids were all farmers, if I remember correctly. Okay, let's put we're going to put the roots right on the tree leaves. And you're going to get some of this.
I love you.
Hurry off into the wilderness, Mom.
Mi amigo el brujo a mí me dijo cómo actuar.
Mi amigo el brujo es a todo dar.
Esa la cantaban Manuel Valdés y Javier Batis, quien te conoció.
Mira.
Javier Batis tiene unos gemelos un poquito menores que tú.
Ajá.
Arabel y Arabier.
Órale. Okay, we got the sunflower, just like I said, with the fresh earth and everything, and roots are deeper now, so it'll help with their standing up and shit. Now finally, but we're going to get the Mimosa hostilis into a good space. And again, we're going to use some leaves. Oh, I forgot this little guy right here. The weed plant. Weed plant, we're just going to put over there with very little earth. I'll cut the glass over here so that it'll have an even better chance. And I'll put her with lots of water so that she'll go and give us babies. Bye! And now our mimosa. Now this mimosa I just got from the woods. When I went to put the little baby in the school, I went through the woods. And she is beautiful. She is gorgeous. She is wonderful. Let's talk about worms. Every good farmer has a best friend. And my best friend is this little guy right here. See if you can see him. Now this guy lost his head for some reason. I think I chopped it with accidentally, but he is my best friend. He is the farmer's friend. He is the best guy. He's also the fisherman's friend, oddly enough. But the fishermen and the are not so good friends of the fish, nor are the worms. This guy, he's beautiful. He's awesome. He is marvelous. He's going right in with my mimosa. Should I put him in mimosa, or should I put it with the weed? I'll put it with the mimosa. I'll put him some nice leaves so that he can have lots of mulch to feast upon. You know, the great problem with modern society is that modern society does not comprehend that we live in a state of symbiosis with the planet. The planet dies, the planet falls apart. If we stop being gardeners, which is what we do best, what will happen is that somehow we will no longer exist. We'll be gone. We'll be history. You know, like the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, without knowing it, were also environmentalists. Why? Because they shat. They shat a lot. They shat lots of good shit that somehow fed the worms, the plants, the trees, everything. And there was a symbiosis occurring between them and the earth. The earth is symbiotic, right? So there was a symbiosis going on there. So the symbiosis works only when it works. I'll give you a for instance. Right now, I'm in the middle of a dreadful war against fleas, because fleas are biting me. And those bites could be infected and they could make me dead. So since I don't want to be dead, I have to eliminate the fleas from my room and from the two cats that we have. Cats are not the most environmentally friendly creatures on the planet, but they're old and they're wise. For this terrible genocide, I require the use of insecticides, because I don't really have yet a solution that does not involve them. A working solution. I'm working on the problem, I'm working on the issue, but so far we have not found the answer. I'm going to leave the camera there because I can't really grab it so far until I wash my hands. And you guys, it's going to go off by itself. So in the meantime, look for ghosts. It's always a good purpose when you're watching a video, looking for ghosts. You find any ghosts? No? Okay, good. See if it's still recording. Yeah, it's still recording. Part 3 will show you the plants we have.